Hello, this is a quick video for parents with a couple of reminders regarding the FAFSA. So the FAFSA is a free application for federal student aid, and it opens on October 1st, this Thursday. However, I will say at times, as soon as it opens, there will be some system issues and some delays, so do not feel like you have to file immediately. Sometimes the IRS data retrieval tool, which allows you to just automatically pull your information from the IRS instead of entering manually the data from your tax return. Sometimes that's down in the beginning as well. So it opens Thursday, that's the first day, and again, you want to do it sooner rather than later, but don't feel like you have to rush and get it done all on Thursday. So used to, we would recommend that college-bound students apply for the FAFSA, but this year, Illinois made it a requirement for all seniors to have a FAFSA on file to graduate. So the website that you're going to go to is fafsa.ed.gov, and you can see here these are the latest figures on the maximum award amounts. This is money you do not pay back if you're eligible for both Illinois and federal grant money. This is annually and money you do not pay back. So in order to file the FAFSA, you have to have what is called an FSA ID. This is simply a username and password combination that allows you to sign electronically. Both you, the parent, and the student have to have a separate FSA ID. You can get your FSA ID as you fill out the FAFSA, but you also have the option to get it ahead of time, so you can do that today. And that would be our recommendation, to go ahead and do it now so that you don't have to wait for that information to be verified. So again, both students and parents are required to use an FSA ID, and just think of it as a digital signature. When you file the FAFSA, you're going to want to have this information handy. Social Security number, and you want to make sure that this is correct. This is one of the hardest things to correct in the application process. So you want to make sure that you have the correct number and that you type it in correctly. You're going to want to have your most recent federal income tax return information, information about assets such as savings and different accounts like that. And then, of course, as I mentioned, you have to have that FSA ID to sign electronically. So real quick, I want to show you what this looks like if you go to fafsa.ed.gov, and if you would click Start Here, it actually will allow a parent to go ahead and start under the student's demographic information without that FSA ID, but it will recommend the student going ahead and creating one. So it says, don't have a FSA ID, create one. You would select that, and then you can see that there's parents, students, borrowers. You each need to create your own account to complete the federal student aid task. So you would just say get started, and the items needed to create your account would be Social Security number and your own mobile phone number and or email address. And this is very critical to keep track of what information you use to set this up so that you don't get locked out of your account.